analyzing and prediction and supervising. So then we come back to immersive technologies, interactive technologies, like VR, which is virtual reality, and ER, which is augmented reality. So I will not go using deep tech words like machine learning, deep learning, and all the predictive algorithms that will. I will try to make it as simple as I can. So let's take an example of our classroom, the future of the classroom, of the process of learning. First, professor needs to prepare content. Now with the generative AI, like chatbot, one of them, the famous one of them, easily we can prepare content. It's updated content, not like a normal content, which means that the professor right now, he is obliged or he needs to prepare through the AI new contents. If he wants to be updated and not just teaching the courses that he used to teach them 20 years ago by the same method. Coming back to the student now, students they will have in the future like coaches. Like I can give you another example to make it more clear. Like the football or soccer players, they have the trainers of the team and they have personal trainers. Those personal trainers, they work on the skills that they need. For example, if they have problems in some muscles or they have some special needs, they train them at home to be perfect in the day of general training. So there will be like applications, or they are already there, applications that follows with the students. They can follow their concentration, they can follow their understanding, their level of understanding. That's what we mean by feedback, real-time feedback and evaluation. Which means by the end of the course, the professor and also the parents and also the students himself, they can see if he understood everything, he understood 70%, 80%, what he didn't understand, and then artificial intelligence come back with special adaptive contents personalized to him to fill all the gaps that he didn't understand during the class. Then we have another tools, like if you may see in China, unfortunately we could not project them here with pictures, it would be more easier. There is what we call a cap. Now there is a cap. We as Moroccans, and you have to be proud of it because we are participating in the name of Morocco, we got a gold medal in many competitions in Poland, in China also, and in Paris. One of the inventions was a cap that can read stress for the first time in the world. We invented this in collaboration with me and my team, in collaboration with other professors. And there are also some caps that we invented in China that measure the concentration. And now we are working on a new cap that can measure both of them, which means that the student is there, like for you, for example, I could, with my application, if you are putting this cap, I could understand if you are concentrated or not with me. And I can pay your attention to stay concentrated. And there are also other technologies like face recognition. You may know face recognition is familiar right now. With it also we can focus on the eye concentration, which means in the class there is a camera that watches the students and it watches their concentration. If they are flipping their eyes, then we see that he is not concentrated. And we need, it's not to control, it's not like the Big Brother film, it's just to know how, like if there are students, most children, and you see that they need a break, you can make adaptive break also, which means this is personalized. Another thing also is it's about the prediction, which means that if the course is going on this level, it's not like the traditional way I have to respect a calendar, no. If I have students that they are concentrated in this period, I can go faster and I can finish before the others. So which means that it is personalized and they are not tired and I am not tired as a teacher. So there are also other ways as supervision, which means that parents also can follow the progress of their students, also for the professors, also for the administration. Another scenario also is now let's go to the immersive technologies like VR and ER. For example, we can take an example of professor of medical studies. Before, if they want to study anatomy, they have to came with a body, dead body. They have to open it, flip it, see what is inside, see, take out some organs to see another organs. Now with VR, they have just to put some VR glasses. Then they can see on a 3D image that they can flip with the finger. And they can see the organs, they can see everything, they can see the place of the organs, they can even see the blood circulating while it's just a VR picture. Let's take another example. If a historical teacher that wants to teach about ancient Egypt, pharaonic Egypt, you don't need to take the students to the pyramids to see the pyramids and so on. You can just put the glasses, VR glasses, and tell them this is the pyramids, this is the height of the pyramids. Can you see the height of the pyramids? Can you imagine? So the future is full of technologies. That's why I keep on saying that we have to put and to implement new technologies. Of course, we'll discuss later on some problems that come in from the integration of those solutions. But it's something that we are urged and we need to make it by the end of the day. I will not take longer and thank you.
AI immersive learning, what would be the possible drawbacks?
Okay. The first problem is the equity. As I discussed with the Vice President of the World Bank recently, we discussed about this, he was responsible for infrastructure. I told him, sir, how can we make the world, because the vision of them is to use the same application worldwide. So I told them, how can we use the same applications while in Africa, in some places in Morocco, we don't have even internet. We are struggling with people to have internet. So we have an equity problem, especially for infrastructure, even for the devices and also for the connection for the internet. Second problem is the interaction, human interaction, because people when they are faced like in online learning, like the Udemy, if you may know this platform, it uses AI to establish or to understand your level of English or languages in general. But the problem is there is no human interaction because we are human. We have two ways of communication. We have the languages or say words that we use, and we have emotions also. So when we are faced to an application which has no emotions, we will lose these capacities of communicating with each other. Then there is another problem, it's a psychological problem. It's isolation. When we are faced to the screen, we are addicted to the screen. Like for many of us, they are addicted to Facebook, to platforms that they are capturing our concentration. So we will become isolated, like you see with the social media problems. And there is also a problem for the decision maker, how to follow up. If we want to make the general evaluation, let's take the baccalaureate, for example, the national exam. If those students they got advanced understanding using the AI or using the immersive technologies, how can we compare them to another student that they couldn't take this privilege? So the problems are many, but if we look at the advantage, compare them with the problems, we prefer that we go on with the advantages while taking care of the problems that are generated by